So this is just what you can do, just 2 modules. Amazing. The Basomus Altaris is the beat, and just the drone is the Cursus Iteratus. What I did is I modulated it with Kermit as much as I could. The 4 outputs I fed in the Kinks, which has a lot of options for inverting and routing, and use links for the mult and mixing capabilities, which seem to really help. The beauty of these 2 modules, they have a lot of patch points, so you can really modulate the heck out of them and create all kinds of different beats and sounds that sound everything from a drum bass to weird space stuff, industrial type stuff. So I'm really impressed. I want to get the Manus Iteratus. I think that sounds like a good module. And then looking at Fracture, and Crater, and maybe the other WMD Chimera module, which are unusual experimental drum modules. And then the Hex Inverter Mutant Machine sounds like a really fun module too. And then, I've been waiting for the Piston Honda MK3, and the other one, the IME Hertz Donut. I really like the IME modules. So I'm either going to get the Hertz Donut or the Piston Honda. I'm not sure which one yet. I already have a wave shaper with the Cursus Iteratus and with my anti-oscillator, so I kind of want to do something a little different. I don't have any FM synthesis modules, so the Hertz Donut's high on my list, as well as a bigger case, because I almost filled this case already. And just, knowing what I know now, I probably would have bought a Monster Dover empty case. I like these modules though. I'm still using them. They're useful in other patches and whatnot, and they're a good starter guide, but I learned pretty quickly and I got bored after the first month or so. And then the bottom row is pretty good, getting a handle on those. But yeah, these modules are probably, I'd have to say these in this case, I'm really liking the Kinks and Links. They're really useful. Someone on Modular Grade recommended, Jim and Lugia recommended these modules to me, and I'm glad I bought them. I never used them before, but they're so useful in patches. So Kinks is great because you can do logic, you can do inversion, offset type stuff, and you can do sample and hold, which is cool for white noise. But the Kermit has actually a lot, is almost like 20 modules in one, so you can pick, like here you got your different ones. I think I went over this briefly. You got sample and hold, you got LFO, oscillator. Oscillator is pretty cool. It sounds really cool. So if you pick a oscillator, you can pick different modes on that. So if you pick like a code scan, and you just go here, and you can pick how you want to do this. So if I did this one in A, see how crazy that sounds? That sounds mad. That just sounds really mad. See, that sounds great. That sounds pretty wild. Oh, that's cool. See, like a random scanning pattern, so you can use this stuff in generator patches. And this is your amplitude. If you don't have any amplitude, you won't have anything. But you can cross-modulate stuff too, like if you go how you want to do this, your CV. I'm still learning. This module is really deep. It's frequency, CV, negative or positive voltage. You can do this stuff. And then let's see if we did B. B is random, which I'm using a lot. Turn that off. So if I want to use that as an oscillator, we can pick another one. Just go unison, code scan, oscillator, unison, code scan, and you can pick your range. I think this is it. Yeah. So that sounds pretty wild. And I really like, I didn't think I would like the mix-up module, but it's so useful because the mutes, I'm using the mutes a lot. The mix-up is really good. I want to get a bigger mixer in my next case that has mutes, because I use mutes a lot when I'm trying to play stuff, and probably a matrix mixer, so mixing and stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty wild. This Kermit is pretty awesome. It's like 20 modules in one. I mean, so many things it can do. It wasn't cheap, but it's worth the money after seeing what it can do. And also looking at the Disting Expert Sleepers Disting EX, because that's kind of like a Kermit module. I don't know, it's got so much in these, and then Ornaments and Crime. I mean, small cases is great. There's not too much menu diving on this. It's pretty easy to use live, and the screen's pretty easy to read. And you know, pretty much, you know, you set it and forget it once you're ready to play and patch it, and then you can just choose that. If you want to turn these off, you don't. These are the presets. So if you don't want to use presets, I mean, you don't have to use them. Which, if you're playing live, you know, if you don't, I like the presets because if I want to create different patches on the fly, it's almost like you can create like a whole bunch of different patches like instantly. You know, if I have something, I want to play something different, like completely different, instantly, without doing anything. I mean, it's just so easy to do that. You can create your own presets. See that? So here I get like a bunch of different things. And I think there's a global menu if I want to set. I think, yeah, so you can set all kinds of stuff. Clock. I think this is clock. Yeah, if I want to set clock to 4, clock division. 24. I can do it by 4. I mean, it's just crazy. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm still learning. I have a lot to learn about Modular, but it's been a lot of fun.